Many people have fallen so ill.
No better time to start your gardens. But kind of find out we actually have some big boys here. Good morning. That went into my coffee, child. Oh, good morning. Have you started your 2026 fall garden yet? Child, that is what I keep seeing everywhere all over my feed is about starting your fall garden. I'm not even a fall gardener. However, I would love to give it a try this year. So, welcome to the greenhouse. Welcome back to my channel. You know what kind of morning this is? Is the fact that I literally just spent 10 minutes talking to you in our vertical position. So we are using the Gardener's Basics right now to start ourselves like a fall garden. Everybody say you guys start that in July. So here we are, middle of July, July 17th. Today's Friday, July 17th. If you're new here, my name is Natasha here at my bougie farmhouse. I am very sporadic with my posting. However, I wanted to give you guys an update on all the things that's going on and all the things that have been happening here in the bougie farmhouse. So we're about to start some fall seeds. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you which ones I really want to start, which ones I'm thinking about, and I think we're gonna do like kind of like a succession planting of some things, because I want to do like zucchini, squash, all of those things all over again. They're not going too well right now. Like literally I don't have a single zucchini or squash to my name, and here it is, the middle of July. It's making me mad because normally I am like in abundance of these things. And like tomatoes, I haven't harvested a single tomato yet. I have a bunch up there. They're there. I'll show you. They're there. I just went through a massive like pulling out a whole bunch yesterday because I had a ton of volunteer cherry tomatoes, and Lord knows I don't need them. But the big ones I'm gonna keep. If you don't know me, I have a family that loves spaghetti and pasta, so I love to do like a bunch of canning and spaghetti squash, stuff like that. And not spaghetti squash, but a bunch of spaghetti. And so I really take my summers seriously to have that be my moments of being able to like have as much tomatoes as I can, so I can process them into pasta. It saves me a ton of money because I love Rios, and I'm telling you, at $8 per jar, which apparently got smaller, because you used to get like a nice sized jar for $8. I don't know about you, but I feel like we used to get a nice sized jar of Rios for $8, and now it's like strong and short. So I'm like, I'd rather have my own. Anyway, some things that I'm really planning on doing at this very time of moment. This is how bad the world has gotten. Apparently there is some kind of like psychoparasite or psycho something.
The mystery of why so many people have fallen so ill eating contaminated lettuce.
There's 7,000 people sick. Girl, there's no better time to start your garden. So I am starting bush beans right here. We've got spinach as usual. We've got beets, cauliflower, kale. Which, mind you, I got kale out there now and I haven't done nothing with it. I need to start harvesting. We're gonna try a round of carrots. Now I've never ate this, but we're gonna try some Swiss chard this year. My favorite, romaine lettuce, butternut crunch lettuce. I don't know if this will work, but I'm gonna try it anyway. We're gonna try some celery, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts. Now, these are things that I know that I love and that we actually will eat. I have been trying to be very intentional this year of not experimenting too much. Maybe give myself like one experiment out of all of it. But this year, I really want to be intentional. So I'm going to direct sow some more beans. I think I can get another round of beans. I actually have 5 garden beds that I actually need to fill up and get them ready because, girl, I'm excited. We got 5 things, and I was gonna put flowers and stuff in there, but now I'm like, maybe it's just gonna be food, because if people are struggling to eat real food, I want my family to be able to eat real food, you know what I mean? Anyway, Okay, kids woke up, so let's hurry up and get some things done. That way we don't make a big mess. And I cleaned out the pan. I did all of that off camera, so y'all didn't have to see all of that. But we have this pan here. Good, good, good. Okay, doesn't look too bad. I want to do my best to try not to get like a bunch of like dirt all over here. Because the one thing I don't want with this new greenhouse is to have like weeds popping up in here. And I know that's been a struggle in my garden. And I'm assuming it's because I drop stuff so often. Let's get you a little closer. Now, I'm not sure about this for sure, but I feel like that's the problem, is that I'm constantly dropping things like dirt and stuff all over. Now, this does have a little bit of wood in here, but I don't feel like it's that bad. Now, if you don't know, this is the stuff that I got from Sam's Club. It's the Sam's Club potting mix, nothing special. And then I'm gonna mix some organic fertilizer in here, and it already has perlite in there, so I don't feel like I need to add more. There's a little bit of iron starter fertilizer. That was dusty. Okay, that was pretty dusty, so we had to open it up. And then I'm gonna mix this in here with a little bit of water, and I feel like that's better lighting. I'm just giving this a good mix. Nothing too special. And then I'm going to water it in. I gotta get a watering can. Now, typically, if I was doing this inside of my house, I would do boiling water, which kills out any of those like microbes that's inside of your water. Not inside of your water, those microbes inside of your dirt. But because we're just doing it outside, I don't think it's necessary, because regardless if I get like any kind of like nets or flies or something, we're outside, is gonna happen anyway. Just feeling good. Yeah, you see how you get clumps? You want clumps. Alright, so now I can take my little seed packets. What you're going to do is you're going to put them in there, and then you're going to stuff down just a scooch. See, stuff. And then fill up the top, the rest. Just cover it to the top, and then you got one. Now for me, because I'm going to dig stuff in here, I'm putting holes in it now. That's where my seeds are going to go. Okay, get that in here. Just press, press. More in. Get any big seeds out of there, and you're good to go. And like again, you see how I pressed? And that'll be okay, because then when we come back to cover, we'll drop out seeds in, and then we'll cover again. Now I do want to do some soil blocks, so I'll probably come back another day and do soil blocks, because I really want to do a good amount. I struggle with like knowing how much to put in. Like some people can know how to plant their garden out, I guess. Okay, got a little windy, eh? The door just shut real quick. some people do really good at being able to know like how many of each plant they need. I don't. I just fly by the seat of my pants, if we're being honest. Haven't gotten there yet. I would love to. Now that my garden is complete, I don't think I want any more beds. Well, I'm lying. Maybe 4 more. Maybe at the most. We'll see how this year, next year goes. But I was thinking if I want a really uniformed garden, there may be 4 more coming. But only of like the little white ones that I have. The 4x4s. Not of like any of the other ones. I think we're done with all the rest. And then like garden is complete. Okay. 1 more. And just for you, we'll bring it closer for you. Alright, so you just put it in. And then you just press in. Get it all nicely deep pressed in. And then you take another little length, throw it right on top. Level that out, call it a day. And then if you want to, put a couple of indentations in there and you're good to go. But I think we're going to do it anyway. There's certain things, if I want to try it, I'm just going to try it. Sorry. Alright, so we're going to do celery first. Oh, I do have a thing for celery. Yay. The good part about it is like a lot of the things that I want to start is the things that I started when I tried to start indoors, and that didn't go too well because I fell. And I dropped all the seeds everywhere. Now celery uses the tiniest seeds. So all I'm going to do is literally just cover over the top of these. Just move it around just a little bit because they're so tiny. Like, look how tiny these seeds are. You probably can't even see them on my hand. They're so tiny. So we're just going to sprinkle, and then I'm not even going to put these on top. Let me see if there's another one of celery. Yep, we got 2. Good. We'll do another one with 2 per cell. And again, just move it around slightly. Call that a day. So those 2 are celeries. Next in the back we have red onions. I don't think we're going to do red onions this time. Just regular onions probably. Beets. We are going to do some beets. I like to, now beets are a little bit bigger. As you can see, here's the seeds for beets. Much bigger. And I just drop in 2 per cell. I actually dig these a little bit, not too much, not crazy, just a scooch. Okay, that's done. What's up here? Cauliflower. Cabbage. Oh, I do want to do cabbage too. Beets. I have 2 things of beets and cabbage. Now I got a good harvest of cabbage this year, which was wonderful and surprising because I never have. So I'm saying this on camera so I can remember. In the red onions, I'm doing Brussels sprouts. Ooh, ooh. I may not get Brussels sprouts from me. Who knows? We're going to find out now, won't we? this is my experiment. I love Brussels sprouts, but I've never grown them. So this one is going to be the experiment of the year. Again, today is the 17th, Friday the 17th of, what is this month? July. Just in case I lose something, I don't want to lose it into the ground and then be sprouting Brussels sprouts inside the greenhouse. That would suck. Okay. Beets, celery. We got 2 things of celery. We got Brussels sprouts and we got beets. Okay. Next is broccoli. Now we're gonna do the broccoli today. I do actually want to do cauliflower. So cauliflower is gonna get cauliflower. I think the second thing, no, we'll do the red beets. Where the red beets will be the broccoli. I'll come back with a pen probably tomorrow, because I doubt if it's gonna happen today. I want more than 4 cauliflower plants. We're gonna have to get more up in here. I don't think I have no cabbage here either. Broccoli goes where the, did I say it goes with the red cabbages? Yeah, I don't think I put nothing in there yet. Alright, so that leaves us with cauliflower, broccoli. Let's do 2 of each. So at this point, I know I want a lot of cauliflower, broccoli, kale, all of the things that I'm going to be eating throughout the winter. Because there's nothing better than a little bit of cauliflower mashed potatoes. Girl, you ever did the mashed potatoes? Like, it is good. Like if you had done faux potatoes, I guess, because it's not really mashed potatoes, but you put some garlic on it, salt and pepper, and some butter. You can't tell the difference. My kids can't tell the difference, and so therefore I will do it every single time. Oh, that was too many. It was way too many. I just dumped a whole bunch up in there. Okay, our first seeds for the fall have been planted. In the bottom there, sit this back in, and we're gonna put it on the thing, and it's gonna be enough to soak into all of them without getting too much water. Alright, so I've never had a greenhouse before, so tell me if this is like decent, or should I be sitting it out somewhere? Like, is this enough sun? Or should I put it up to the top rack? I have no clue. I might move it to the top rack just in case. But like, I was really hoping, as you can see, I got a very small harvest of some onions. They're not quite ready yet, but this is the small harvest of onions we've got. I have them sitting down on top. I can move these here and put this on top of here. Maybe that'll help with germination. Do you know if I'll need lights underneath here? Would love all of the answers. I'm excited to start this greenhouse journey, but it's a whole new story for me because I have no clue like with the yes and no's, do's or don'ts. You know what I mean? All right, so far we have the fall garden started. Let's go take a peek of what we currently have in the garden, and then we'll close this out. Garden feels slow this year. Like, we have our onions here. These are candied onions that we have on this side, and as you can see, I have more weeds than I have onions. But I start trying to pull out the weeds or the grasses, and girl, the onions started coming out with it. So I decided instead of forfeiting my entire harvest, we're just gonna let it go. I have red onions on this side, and they're slowly coming. I don't know if you can see this, but they're slowly coming, very, very slowly. These took the longest to even like start to bub up, but they're bubbing up, so I'm leaving them alone. We have strawberries on that tower. This, apparently there is a tomato to decide it wants to grow here. I don't know if I'm leaving it. Yesterday I went through a whole rampage of digging out all of this type of stuff. Over here is my potatoes, and they're doing really well. They flowered, and now we're just waiting for them to die back. It looks like they're starting to try to die back, so I might have to tell my father to make sure he stops watering them. Where else can we go? We have watermelon starting here. This is like the kids' little garden area. So we have watermelon, cucumbers are doing well right there. They're actually doing really well. I think we're gonna get some cucumbers out of those soon. Another strawberry tower, which is giving me more runners. Ooh, look at that. It's giving me more runners than strawberries, but whatever. This is the first year for them to be here. I'm just letting it be. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. We have corn with pole beans. The corn is being really slow. It looks like it might need some nitrogen in here, so I might come in here and toss some in before the night is over. Again, we just have flowers over here with some cucumbers, and that's it for the kids' garden. Over here, I'm actually really proud of this one. Like, my green stock is green stocking. Like, we got cayenne peppers. Like, look at this massive cayenne pepper. We got oregano. We got sage. We have a bell pepper forming. And then, like, the zinnias. Look at that. They're just doing what they want to do. Absolutely love it. I'll go with it. We have jalapeno peppers up top, as well as some chives, which regrew. I cut them, as you can see. I cut them and they regrew. Oh, I'm so excited. More oregano and more peppers. Over here, this is where I did a massive clean out of, because as you can see, the weeds are so high over here. It's driving me insane. But I thought this was all like full of like cherry peppers, tomatoes, but kind of find out we actually have some big boys here. So I'm actually really excited to see that we have some big tomatoes, because there ain't that many. And again, the weeds were taking over so much that literally I pulled out a plant, and I'm really upset about it. I pulled out a plant I didn't want to pull out because I was trying to get out the weeds. So I'm gonna replant in here somewhere, like some more tomatoes. I actually stuck a couple. I'm trying to see where I put it in. I'm actually going to just like cut a couple pieces and stick it in the ground and see if we can regrow more tomatoes so we can get a succession plant. And then, like, I'm still proud of these. They're doing good without my help. I was able to pull a couple of them and they're looking good, but that's it. This bed is supposed to be like my asparagus, and I tried putting some onions in here and they did not work. They didn't take root. I got like a couple that took root, as you can see, but that's it. But over there I have like butternut squash coming, some watermelon that's supposed to be on the edges that's not growing half as well. I don't know if it's something wrong with the soil, but the asparagus loves it. Over here is another succession of like peppers. I love putting my peppers in green stalks. So over here we have a bunch of like jalapenos coming. We have like not Jimmy Nardellos, I'm lying, shishito peppers here. This exploded. More zinnias, which are looking good, and then we have some mint in here. That's my way of keeping it contained, is having mint here, but I don't want you to flower, so we're just going to pull the flowers off real quick. There we go. And then more weeds. Oh, it smells so good. I wish you could smell it. All right, let's see over here. Now this one I need to tend to, because we actually have, oh, the Roma is looking good. I see some Roma tomatoes happening right over there. Let me see if I can get you in closer. We got Roma tomatoes, a tomato that like transplanted itself, like volunteered itself, and I'm gonna leave it because it's got big ones on there, not small ones. And then this is okay. I had a holding place for these. They actually need to be moved out to the front, but they're thriving. But I'm gonna move them because I want to get more food in these beds right here. We have another one. I think this is the one I'm gonna leave. This is a cherry tomato plant, and I'm gonna actually let it cherry tomato itself to death. So yeah. Now over here, finally, and yes, I said finally. Hold up, there's a weed. The weeds are killing me. Like, look at this. More weeds everywhere. Anywho, oh yeah. And that's the kill pile. Sorry, I had to let them go. A whole. I mean, I probably had tore out probably like a good 10 plants. Over here is my beans, which one of them looks a little bad. But I got beans over here. I have zucchini and squash on the corners. And then we have like butternut squash and spaghetti squash, I think, along the edges. I know it's too much, but I panicked. You'll kind of find out I panic a lot and I overseed, but it is what it is because my family needs food. You know what I mean? It's the blueberries, but they're pretty much done. I got a good little harvest of blueberries out of these 3, and I can't wait to see what they do next year. Oh, over there is another whole strawberry plant, and as you can see, I got some sugar snap peas in here. I mean, snapdragons in here that are, I got some snapdragons in here that are pretty. I haven't got many. Oh, we got some coming though. We got some more coming. But what I did notice, we got a good little, oh, I hear a bee. We got a good little onion right there. She's doing well. And another weed. And another weed. Okay. And then on this bed is where I have like most of my winter crops that I need to actually pull these out and get started again. I do have some carrots in here that really need to be thinned out. We have a bunch of kale here that's doing really well. We have a bunch of kale that's doing well, a little bit of lettuce, and then look at how massive. Can you see how big that is? Oh, can't wait. That's going to be taken on the next juicing session. But yeah, we're letting it stay until then. And then I had the sugar snap peas that I am letting go to seed. So I'm going to let them go to seed and then I'll pull them out. And then over here is a bed that went crazy that I don't know what to do with. I'm just going to like keep an eye on it and harvest as I see, because like these are massive and prolific and I love it and I'm super excited. Oh, I see these over here too. Look at them. Oh, we got some big ones too. They're so big. I love when you see big tomatoes. See, this is what I need. So I'm kind of letting it go. However, the problem is I actually put some cucumbers in there and I don't think they'll live. So I may have to replant some cucumbers right along this line. But I think that's the problem. I'm having moisture issues because as you can see, I think it's called like the dog vomit. I think they call it dog vomit mold or something like that. Ooh, I see a big one. Yay. And yeah, basically I might have screwed myself with the soil or not putting enough perlite in there, and that's why everything is kind of like stunted this year. But you live, you learn. That's the garden. That's it for our garden today. I want to thank you all for being here and for watching. If you're new here, please subscribe, like, follow, give a comment down below. Let me know where you're from. And that's where we are. The greenhouse is starting to heat up for real. But I just want to thank you all for being here. So if you're new here, my name is Natasha here at my bougie farmhouse. I do DIYs, gardening, and like home stuff. Like everything revolves around the house. We bought a 1965 fixer-upper that was abandoned for a year, and room by room we're turning this into what we are affectionately calling my bougie farmhouse. So I want to thank you all for being here. I hope you all will subscribe and continue to come back, and I will see you guys next week.